think it's extremely problematic. And I think that at the end of the day, man, I think some people should have morals when it comes to stuff like that. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
I just think it's disrespectful, and
it's definitely distasteful as fuck. It can be,
very
especially because the kid came on. I mean, he was like on the fence of between respectful and disrespectful. Like, I didn't see it. I watched the whole thing as soon as it came out. I mean, he literally said, "I'm not sorry." He said, "I'm not sorry."
Yeah, I saw that clip.
He said, "I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for shit I did." Almost verbatim is what he said. Like, "I'm not sorry for shit I did." It happened because it happened. People die every day. Like, it was a situation where, like, there was they tried to control it, and it was too much movement. Basically, Pop Smoke was fighting back, and it was like, "What are you doing?" It's like, it's 4 of us in here with guns. What are you fucking doing? Like, relax. Just give us everything. But it was crazy because it's like, you realize, like, man, these kids are running around with their heads cut off, bro. Like, these kids went and did a B&E, a home invasion, actually. Not a B&E, because a home invasion was people home. Did a home invasion, killed somebody, and they went to school the next day, bro. Like, and I'm just thinking, and in school, they realized who it was. Because he said he didn't even know who Pop Smoke was. He said he thought he was a model or something when he saw him on Instagram. He thought he was just somebody that was just like, it was like a fly dude. He didn't know who he was. He didn't care. Like, that's what they were on. Like, that's what, because you got to understand, they're from the trenches of L.A. All them kids listen to is L.A. music, especially the trenches.
Yeah,
like,
they not
heavy
even
gang
they're not
banging.
even tapped in.
They don't give a fuck about a Pop Smoke. And he was like 16, 17. He don't give a fuck about Pop Smoke talking about Mary and all that shit. They're not living that. They're not living that at all. But the scary precedent, definitely, it feels like what the tone that Adam's setting is, oh, you can go kill somebody as a kid, come home and come get paid to do an interview. Bro, the kid came home and has a manager. He was in the interview talking about, I gotta speak to my manager. Well, what the fuck do you have a manager for? He don't rap, he don't act, he don't do anything entertainment-wise. How the fuck do you get a manager after catching the body? It's a wild situation. Because a lot of kids are gonna see that and be like, all I gotta do is kill a rapper, and then I come home and in juvenile life, I come home by 21 and I get to be famous and I get to get paid. I'm already down bad and broke. I already want to kill a motherfucker. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a scary world. It's a scary thing.
Yeah, it's I think it's classless doing an interview like that, especially now. You know, I will say this about DJ Academics: he's trying to come up, whatever. You know what I mean? He's trying to find his footing in the entertainment business, and being in media. And sometimes you might have to do stuff you don't want to do or whatever. Or at some point, you got to grow. You're one of the biggest outlets. You shouldn't even be entertaining stuff like this. And you know it, and he's gonna make a lot of enemies from just doing this interview.
Well, not for nothing though. Like, Academics from the War Shot Rack is completely different because he was literally instigating. Adam wasn't trying to lead him into any instigate. He was asking him stuff.
But you don't give him a platform. That's automatically.
Well, you know what it is.
That's
though?
automatically.
This kid was going to a platform regardless. He was shopping around his interview for a couple months now. Like, he's been trying to get the interview out. He just wanted to make sure he got paid for it.
But what I'm saying is, if you have somebody like that, if you're interviewing, you're automatically instigating. That's automatic instigation.
Yeah, that's true. But it goes back to what I'm saying from a fan perspective, as a media outlet, as a hip hop outlet. That story is important, bro. It's the same way when we go and interview a serial killer who just killed 13 innocent people, but we're so interested in the story, and guess what? We want to hear his account of the story. Just like the investigators want to hear it, the DA wants to hear it, the police, like, everybody wants to hear that story. It's important to hear that story. The families want to hear it, even though some don't, but a lot of them need that for the closure. So it's like, is there any different what Adam's doing? Like, but I get what you're saying. Your platform, you're making them almost famous, but what do you think Netflix is doing to these people? As soon as these documentaries come out, these people get letters start flooding to these jails, and people are reaching out. So
that's a good point. Is it
any different?